accomplish tonight. The Lady Cats, a big victory tonight here at home. And the varsity teams have been introduced. They're on the floor, and one last update from their coaches, and we're ready to start for Osawatomie. Their starting lineup includes number 1, Sydney Wallace, a 5'2 senior. Number 10, Lindsay Shippey, a 5'3 junior. Number 5, Allie Lagasta. Allie is a 5'7 freshman for the Osawatomie Trojans. Also, Sophia Johnson, number 25, a 5'7 junior. And number 33, Madison Lagasi. Madison, a 5'6 junior, will be the starting lineup for head coach Haley Jones and the Osawatomie Trojans. Lady Cats starting lineup stays the same from the opening game with Julia Gilman, Paige Sawyer, Kirsten Young, Ashlyn Debley, and Camry Wagner. Under the head coach Dave Gilman with the tip. We are underway, and the Lady Cats control. Up court, they'll bring it. Look down low to Camry on the low paint. Turnaround. Slips through her shot away. Gets her own rebound. Putback shot is tipped out. Debley got the ball. Now the Lady Cats will clear it out to the top of the circle. They'll start the offense at the high post. Debley looks inside. Now brings it back out to Kirsten. Young at the top of the key. A three-pointer on the way is up and good for Kirsten, and the Lady Cats break on top 3-0. A steal. Young with the steal. Goes in for the layup. Easy up and in for the bucket for Kirsten. 5-0 lead. Lady Cats strike quickly here against the Osawatomie Trojans. Ball tipped away out of bounds. It'll stay with Osawatomie as they'll key it up on the far sideline. Lagasi into the backcourt. Leaves it to Shippey. She'll start the offense for Osawatomie. Across the timeline, they'll come left wing. Back out to the top of the key. Lady Cats man-to-man defensive assignments here. Ball loose on the floor, stolen by Wagner. She'll release off to Sawyer. She'll bring it coast to coast on the drive. We've got a player control foul. Paige did not get a good shooting position before she made contact, and she's whistled for her first personal. Osawatomie will play it in on the end line here as we are just 1 minute into the contest. Lady Cats leading 5-0. Inbound and across the timeline on the right wing is Allie Lagasi. She'll clear it on the left side. They look back out to the top of the circle. Pass into the backcourt, steps on the division line. That's a turnover that gives the ball right back to the Lady Cats. Good defensive pressure by the Lady Cats here in the early going. Julia Gilman brings it across and sets the offense. High post, they'll go to Debley down the lane. She'll stop on the give and go to Wagner. The ball stripped away. Now we've got a tie-up on the floor. Camry went down to try to get control of that loose ball. Two players had equal control, and the official says it's a turnover. Possession arrow, and Osawatomie will play it in the backcourt, but a travel. Took a hop step. Sydney Wallace trying to get herself started, but the defender directly in front of her offensive position shuffled her feet, and the turnover comes the ball back to the Lady Cats. They'll set to the high post. Finds Stepley on the right wing. Down low they go to Gilman. She'll drive the baseball blocked away and taken control by Madison Lagati. Across the timeline, the Lady Cats leading 5-0 here in this first quarter of play. Again, early start here with the Pioneer League starting time of the JV games at 4:30. Usually we're at about the 6 o'clock mark, but a quick game early got out of the first contest tonight, and we're into the second. Across the timeline come the Lady Cats with the dribble. Gilman sets the offense. Now finds Page on the right wing, but a bad pass stolen away, and the Trojans will bring it up. Across the timeline on the right wing, Shippey with the dribble. She looks left side into the hands of Wallace. Ball stolen away there by Sawyer. She just reached in and took it flat away from Osawatomie. Up court quickly, but the ball's tipped out of bounds, and it'll be Osawatomie ball. They'll play it in on the near side as substitutes check in for Burlington. That's number 14. On the floor for the Lady Cats is Jara Thorpe. Pressure in the backcourt. And across the timeline comes Shippey, left side. Spins the ball away. Shot off and no good. Camry Wagner picks out the rebound. And up court come the Lady Cats in the hands of Young. She'll drive to the paint. Spin move down the lane. Up and in. Kirsten Young with her second bucket in the lane. She's got 7 points. All of the Lady Cats scores here with 5 minutes remaining to go in this first quarter of play. A steal in the backcourt, but a possession arrow. Ashlyn Depley reached in to get that ball. The official stopped play with the possession. It'll go to Osawatomie, and they'll play it in on the end line. Checking in the lineup now is Maddie Ballou, the 5'9" freshman, a pair of freshmen on the floor here for Osawatomie. Steal by Young. She'll take it down the lane. Up with the shot. It's good. Kirsten Young with that steal took it all the way to the hoop and finishes for the Lady Cats. We've got a timeout here on the floor by the Osawatomie coach. He wants a quick 30-second timeout to talk it over with his ladies about how to work against this full-court pressure that the Lady Cats are known for. We've seen this do that time and time again back in Tri-Valley League action and bringing it to the Pioneer League as they're learning the defensive intensity of Lady Cat basketball. We're glad you can join us here on a Tuesday night. One game this week as the Lady Cats and the Wildcats get ready for tournament action next week. They'll have 3 games on the schedule next Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. But just one game here tonight on the Tuesday. It's a Pioneer League contest against Osawatomie. Steal by Julia Gilman on the inlet pass. Gives it up to Young. She's behind the arch. A 3 on the way. No good. And Thorpe has the ball on the far side. She's tied up. And the possession arrow will be with the Lady Cats. Grace Kuhlman checks into the lineup now for Burlington. On the floor, ready for the inbound. Thorpe will key it. Looks for Young on the cut. There's the Kuhlman block shot, but we've got a whistle. No, it's not a foul. It's going to be a possession ball. The turnover back to Osawatomie. I haven't had to keep track of how many possessions. And we got a steal. Kuhlman gives it up to Thorpe. Drives the lane. Shot away is no good. Fought for the rebound in the hands of Osawatomie, and they'll take control. Across the timeline. Now work on the right-hand side to Shippey. Looks down low. Back out to the top side. Shippey with the dribble drive. Kicks out on the top to Ballou. Her shot away is no good, and Kuhlman is there for the rebound. Up court, Thorpe with the ball. She'll go to take it to the lane all the way up and in. Nice job, Jara Thorpe. Good body and ball control, taking it all the way to the hoop. And the Lady Cats extend that lead now to an 11-0 margin here with 4 minutes remaining on the clock in the first quarter. Shot away, no good, and Wagner boards it up for the Lady Cats. Here come the Lady Cats down court. They feed it in low to Kuhlman in the paint. Finds Thorpe on the follow. Shot away is no good. Rebound, they'll give it out to Thorpe behind the three-point arch. It's off the rim, no good. And rebounded to Osawatomie. They'll bring it across the timeline with 3:37 remaining on the clock here in the first quarter. Ball is out of bounds on the far side. A bad pass. It turns it over to the Lady Cats as substitutes check back in for Osawatomie. Sydney Wallace, Belle Hendrickson, and Sophia Johnson return to the lineup now for the Trojans. 11-0, Lady Cats lead it here with 3:23 on the clock in the first quarter. Dribble drive goes Kuhlman. She'll kick it out to Young from 18. Her shot away, no good. Grace with the rebound. Gives it up to Thorpe. She'll drive the lane. That one won't fall. Ball on the end line. Kuhlman steps on the end line. That ball will turn over to Osawatomie. 11-0 here with 3 minutes and 13 on the clock. The Lady Cats have been in control from that opening tip. Kirsten came down, hit a 3, got a steal, and put back a 2-pointer, and it's been all Lady Cats ever since. Across the timeline on the right side They'll put it up into the hands of Boo. Cross-court skip pass, now back around the top of the circle. They'll spin it back to Waller. She looks for a cutter, not there. They'll go right wing. And a steal. Wagner steps in front of the pass and gets the steal for the Lady Cats. She'll give it up to Thorpe, bringing it up court. Finds Young behind the arch. Smooth shot away off the back of the rim hard. No good, but she chases down her own rebound. Drives to the hoop. Layup won't fall in. Shot away by Kuhlman. It's blocked and back into the hands of Osawatomie. They'll bring it across the timeline on the right side. Three-point shot away is no good, but rebounded by Osawatomie on the long board. Turnaround shot this time, no good. Foul from the backside. Camry Wagner had good position, and Maddie Ballou is whistled for her first personal foul as she tried to reach around to collect that loose ball. Ashlyn Dibley checks into the lineup for Burlington, along with Micah Watkins now on the floor, her first action this evening. As we approach the 2-minute mark with the Lady Cats leading 11-0. Give and go, but it's tipped away out of bounds. It'll be off Osawatomie, and the Lady Cats will play it in on the end line. Stepping out of bounds to take the ball from the official, number 5, Paige Sawyer, set for Burlington. Looks for a cutter in the paint. It's not there. They'll go out to Thorpe behind the three, and she gets her first three-pointer of the night. Lady Cats extend that lead to a 14-0 margin. Pressure again on the upcourt. On the right side, shot away by Osawatomie. Number 4, Sydney Boo connects for the first goal of the night for Osawatomie here at the 1:45 mark. Lady Cats gives it to Debley down in the paint. Her shot away off the rim, no good. And rebounded away to Wallace for the Trojans. She'll bring it across the timeline. But we've got a whistle and a foul on the reach-in. That was Thorpe trying to go for the steal, but she made body contact. Shara's first personal foul and the second team foul on the Lady Cats. Osawatomie will play it in underneath their own bucket. Looking for the cutter. Now they have to go high over the top, put it in the hands of Wallace. She'll bring it out and set it with Boo. They'll swing left wing. Dribble drive to the hoop. Layup off the rim. Short and no good. Rebound. We've got a whistle and a foul on that putback. Ashlyn Debley picks up her first personal foul. And we're going to go to the line for the first free throw of the night. That's going to be number 14, Maddie Ballou, will step up, and she'll get 2 free throw attempts. That first one is on the way. It's up and good. And Julia Gilman checks back into the lineup for the Lady Cats now. 1:21 remains on the clock in this first quarter of play. Second one, free throw is on the way. Rebound, and we've got a push foul from the backside. That was Belle Hendrickson trying to go for the rebound, and she makes contact. First penalty on Hendrickson and the second team foul on the Trojans. Lady Cats bring it across, leading by 11 here with 1:11 on the clock. Sawyer looks inside, puts it on the floor, goes down the lane, lays it off to Kuhlman. Her shot blocked away. Recovers, gives it back out to Gilman at the top of the circle, and the Lady Cats will start the offense all over again. Watkins kicks out to Sawyer, a 3 up, and Paige Sawyer connects on the three-pointer for the Lady Cats. 17-3, the Lady Cats lead it. Loose ball on the floor. Kuhlman comes out of there with it. She'll give it to Watkins, and the Lady Cats will bring it across. Just inside 40 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Sawyer with the dribble to the right side, gives it up to Watkins, and she'll come over the top of the circle. Back to Sawyer behind the arch. Her shot long, but right there for the rebound. The putback is Julia Gilman with her first bucket of the night. Pressure in the backcourt again by the Lady Cats. And that pressure turns it over. No, it was tipped away by Watkins on the far side before it went out of bounds. So it'll stay with Osawatomie as Camry Wagner checks back in for Burlington. They'll put pressure on with 13 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play. Wallace with the ball across the timeline. Ball tipped away by Watkins out of bounds. It'll stay in the hands of Osawatomie, and they'll play it in front of the Burlington student section on the far side. They'll give it to Wallace. Sets at the top of the circle. They'll go right side. Ball tipped out. It's off of Paige Sawyer, and Osawatomie will play it again from the far wing with 1.9 seconds. Wallace throws it up at the buzzer, no good. And we finish our first quarter of play here with the Burlington Lady Cats leading 19-3 over the Osawatomie Trojans. We'll take a 1-minute timeout and be back with Lady Cat basketball on the Dog.
The Appliance Store in Burlington has a large selection of Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid appliances, along with Speed Clean washers and dryers, and is your headquarters for #1 voted Green Mountain pellet grills. The Appliance Store also has Oric vacuum cleaners, bags, parts, and surface what they sell, with a great selection of appliance parts on hand. The Appliance Store at 602 South 4th Street in Burlington thanks you for supporting local business and is a proud supporter of local athletics.
Hi, kids. It's Timmy the Tooth. Have you been to see your dentist lately?
Visiting the dentist doesn't have to be that frightening. It's all about which dentist you choose. At the office of Rick Smith DDS in Gridley, they offer individual comfort care for all ages. From grandparents to grandchildren, you will receive a comfortable and pleasant process. Give Rick Smith DDS a call today at 620-836-2015.
Courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dog.
Welcome back to Lady Cat basketball here on the Dog tonight, taking on the Osawatomie Trojans in Pioneer League action. A home game for the Lady Cats after being on the road last Friday at Santa Fe Trail, getting a big win there, 69-43 on the road, and they return home to gear up, getting ready for the Burlington Invitational Tournament. Starts next Tuesday night. Kirsten Young is geared up. Her second three-pointer of the night, and she's got 12 points to lead the Lady Cats as they take a 22-3 margin here to open this second quarter. That pass turnover goes back to the Lady Cats. See if they can capitalize with a run to start this second quarter of play. Down low they go to Sawyer. Left-hand layup. Pop it in. Came off that pick, and Paige was ready for the shot. Pressure in the backcourt again. Wallace on the right-hand side. Good defense. Another turnover. It's Lady Cat basketball at 7:21 remaining in the second quarter. A 24-3 lead here for the Lady Cats. Substitute sets a check back in number 4, Sydney Boo, and number 3, Belle Hendrickson, to the scorers table for Osawatomie. Debley goes down low with the turnaround shot. Sawyer is fouled on the arm, and she will go to the line to shoot a pair. 5 points on the night so far for Paige. That foul whistles down low on number 25, Sophia Johnson, her first personal, and her team foul on Osawatomie. First free throw on the way. Paige connects on that. She scored from every position. Free throw line, a two-pointer, and a three-point tonight for Paige for her 6 points. One more free throw arched up, and it's good also. 2 for 2 at the line, and they extend that lead now to 26-3 with 7 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Ball on the right wing, back to the top of the circle. Hendrickson with the dribble for Osawatomie. They'll set the offense, put it into the hands of Lugasi. Now get it to the right wing. Puts the ball on the floor into the paint, has to turn back. Good help defense by the Lady Cats there. We've got a whistle and a foul. That's going to be a push foul on number 20, Kirsten Young. Extended her arms out. And the official with the quick whistle there said too much contact. Osawatomie to play it in underneath their own bucket here. Looking for a cutter high over the top. They'll go. Put it into the hands of Madison Lugasi. She'll release the ball, cut, and go through. Coming out the other side on the far wing. Now they'll set the offense. Back to the near side. Hendrickson with the three away. Up and good. First three-pointer of the night for Osawatomie. And it's a 20-point margin, 26-6. The Lady Cats lead it here on their home court tonight. Young gives up the ball to Sawyer. Now finds Gilman behind the arch. Her shot away, no good, but the loose ball controlled by Debley. She gets the putback, her first bucket of the night for Ashlyn Debley. Trojans bring it across, but a bad pass stolen away by Wagner. She'll bring it up the court on the right wing, and Gilman sees a three. It's away, no good. Wagner gets the rebound, goes for the putback, but loses control, and it's in the hands of the Trojan. Up court quickly. Step back, two-point shot, no good. Chasing down the rebound. Madison Lagasse now with the ball from 18. Her shot away off the mark, and Gilman rebounds. She'll lead out ahead to Kirsten Young on the give and go. Kirsten lays it up soft off the glass and gets the bucket to fall. Nice move as she did a shake and bake on the defender. Just convinced her she was going to stop, and then one more step to the hoop. Gets up and good for Kirsten. 30-6, Lady Cats leading it here with 5 minutes on the clock. Shot away and no good. Paige Sawyer clears the board for Burlington. Up court, Young feeds it in to Debley, but she steps on the end line. That's going to turn the ball over to Osawatomie as substitutes check in. Grace Kuhlman and Jara Thorpe. On the other side, number 14, Maddie Ballou comes back into the lineup for Osawatomie. 4:59 remains on the clock as the Lady Cats take that full court pressure off, and the Trojans will walk it up. On the right wing, they'll put it into the hands of Hendrickson. They look down low into the paint, trapped in there by good defense. They'll have to kick it back out. Lagasse gets the dribble. Now comes left wing, puts it in the hands of Johnson. And Debley steps into the passing lane, gets the steal. And here comes Thorpe up court with the ball in the hands of Young. Puts down low to Grace. Her Kuhlman shot is off the board. No good. It's out of bounds. And that'll be Osawatomie to play it in. As substitutes check back in for the Trojans. Number 10, Lindsay Shippey, and number 1, Sydney Wallace return to the lineup. And Wallace will bring it across for Osawatomie on the far side. Now they'll bring it back to the top. Wallace drives the lane, stops and pops from 10. She gets her first bucket of the night. 2 points for Sydney Wallace. And it's a 30-8 margin with the Lady Cats in the lead. 3:53 on the clock here in the first half of play. Shot off the rim, no good. Rebound to Osawatomie. They'll bring it up court quickly. Block shot away. Nice job, and Debley comes out of there with that loose ball. Across the timeline, Paige Sawyer with the ball. Has to turn, spins it to Young. They'll take it to Thorpe behind the arch. Her three away. No good, off the iron hard. And Osawatomie boards for the loose ball. Across the timeline, they'll put it in the hands of Shippey. Now finds Wallace. She drug her leg. That's a turnover. And the ball will come right back over to Burlington. As number 22, Micah Watkins for the Lady Cats returns to the lineup for Coach Gilman. And they'll inbound in the backcourt to Jara. Thorpe will dribble across, sets to the high post on the far side. Debley comes off the pick, leaves it back down low, but Grace took an extra step there. That turnover will give it up to the Trojans. Lots of turnovers in this contest on both sides of the ball. Lady Cats are going to have to tighten up the possessions as they move into that tournament action next week here at Burlington High. The 25th annual Burlington Invitational. After tonight's games, Athletic Director Dave Watkins will get all the records of the teams and set the seeding. Then we'll know what type of a schedule we'll be looking at for next week. That ball out of bounds. Turnover goes to the Lady Cats. And number 35, Camry Wagner, comes back into the lineup for Burlington. Thorpe to bring bring it across the timeline, call out the play, goes to the left wing, goes around the pick, and down the lane she goes on the floater. It won't fall. Trying for the rebound. She's whistled for the foul. Her second personal on Jarrett tonight in this second quarter of play. And that's 5 team fouls on the Lady Cats. They lead at 30-8 here with 2:29 remaining in this first half of play tonight at Burlington. Bad pass stolen out of there by Young, and she'll bring it for the Lady Cats. Looks up court, finds Kuhlman underneath the bucket, a little too far under. Couldn't get it to happen. So they'll send it back out to Young. A three-point fired away. It's no good. And Osawatomie controls her rebound. Up court, Wallace brings the ball and sets the offense. She'll give it up to Shippey. Now left wing. Lagasse, but a steal there by Young as she reaches in. It's going to be a 2-on-1 Lady Cat break. Young up with the left hand and sends it home for the bucket. We've got a timeout on the floor here by the Osawatomie coaching staff. As the Lady Cats lead at 32-8, we're going to take it back to the station, give us a 1-minute timeout for our sponsors, and we'll return with Lady Cat basketball on the Dog.
You're in a hurry and your car won't start. And you need a jump. Or how about the time you locked your keys in the car? Or the time you hit that deer and smashed in the front end of your car? Or maybe you just need something hauled and you don't have a truck. Maybe you just need a tire changed. Call Jeff's Towing and Recovery, AAA provider at 785-213-1669. That's 785-213-1669. And remember, it's your choice who tows your vehicle.
Does fall weather make you dream of a new home? How about that remodeling project, such as a garage or room addition? Whatever your dreams are made of, First National Bank of Kansas has many favorable options for you. From refinancing to building projects, rates are still low, so why not check them out? See Paul and Kathy in Osage City, Chris and Craig in Waverly, or Donna and Craig in Burlington. First National Bank of Kansas, where dreams come true. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The appliance store in Burlington has a large selection of Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid appliances, along with Speed Queen washers and dryers, and is your headquarters for #1 voted Green Mountain pellet grills. The appliance store also has Oric vacuum cleaners, bags, parts, and surface what they sell, with a great selection of appliance parts on hand. The appliance store at 602 South 4th Street in Burlington thanks you for supporting local business and is a proud supporter of local athletics. U.S. Cellular Wireless Concepts in Burlington and 97.7 The Dawg invite you for some action on ice as the Topeka Roadrunners battle it out for victory. We're giving away 2 tickets on Tuesdays for hockey at its finest at the Kansas Expo Center in Topeka. Get signed up for your chance to win tickets at U.S. Cellular Wireless Concepts, 401 Garrettson in Burlington. For home game dates and times, go to Topeka Roadrunners on Facebook.
Life Care Center Burlington offers all the comforts of home as well as added luxuries, including a beauty and barber salon, a specialized fine dining program, courtyard and gardening area, and is conveniently located near shopping, retirement communities, and other medical community resources. Life Care also provides in- and outpatient rehabilitation services for all ages. Their licensed staff offers 24-hour skilled nursing. Stop by and visit the Life Care Center of Burlington today, located at 601 Cross Street.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Welcome back to Lady Cat basketball here on the Dawg. A long time out there, and the Lady Cats come out and get a couple of buckets real quick. They get the ball back, and the shot away is no good. Osawatomie will clear it with 7 seconds remaining on the clock here in this first half of play. They look out to the top. Shippey with a 3 at the buzzer. Won't fall, and the Lady Cats take a 36-8 lead into the locker room at the end of the first half of play. It's been all Lady Cats all night here, and they are hitting on all cylinders. We're going to get our stats together here from the first half of play. Take a little break back to the station for our sponsors of Lady Cat Basketball and Wildcat Basketball, a fine group here in Burlington. When you're in town, stop and say thank you for bringing the games to you wherever you're at, as we are at home tonight, and we'll be back after this 3-minute timeout.
Trust Point Insurance is truly an independent insurance agency. They have the unique ability to shop the marketplace for the insurance company that provides the best protection at the most competitive price and has the ability to write with over 30 different companies. Trust Point Insurance offices are located at 800 North 4th Street in Burlington and 902 Commercial Street in Emporia. Stop in or call today to set up a time that is convenient for you to discuss your auto, home, farm, business, crop, and life insurance, or visit them online at trustpointinsurance.net. The staff at Diners Cafe, located at 1020 North 2nd Street in Burlington, wants to say thank you to our customers for their patronage. If you haven't been in yet, come give us a try. We believe you'll be pleasantly surprised. We strive to provide you with a total dining experience, great service, wholesome eats, and a comfortable atmosphere. Diners Cafe, we're happy to be a part of Burlington and Coffee County. You'll find us next door to the Country Haven Inn, proud to support USD 244 activities.
In life, there are people, places, and things known as exceptional. There is a place like that in Garnett, Kansas. Hi, this is Brian Steffens, and I'm talking about Beckman Motors. Everywhere you go, you'll see vehicles with the Beckman Motors name on them. We want to show you how exceptional we are. The next time you decide to buy a new Ford or Chevy or any pre-owned vehicle, do yourself a favor and come to Beckman Motors in Garnett and experience what it's like to buy a vehicle from exceptional people in an exceptional place. Beckman Motors on Highway 59 in Garnett, Kansas, selling new Fords and Chevrolets along with pre-owned vehicles for a long, long time and doing it exceptionally well every day.
Stop in at Hoover's Thriftway, your friendly hometown grocery store in Burlington. And this week, fresh family pack of 80% lean ground beef, $2.49 a pound. Honeysuckle ground turkey, 1 pound chub, $1.99. Prego pasta sauce, 99 cents when you buy 6, or $1.49 each. And Best Choice pasta, 69 cents. And Kellogg cereal, $1.99. And be sure to check out the Mix and Match Buy 6, Save $3 sale. Hoover's Thriftway, sale ends January 16th.
If you've got just the right paint color in mind, don't settle for anything less. Head to Burlington Building Materials, located at 626 Neosho in Burlington, and experience a brand new paint department brought to you by Do It Best Quality Paints. Your home is your canvas, and whether you're looking for a functional neutral or a pop of the trending hue, the Colors Journeys experience at Burlington Building Materials has all the tools you need to help your vision come to life. Colors Journeys, your destination for inspiration.
Sports socks can be fashionable. Prescription Center, the pharmacy inside Hoover's Thriftway, has the Touch brand of compression socks. These combed cotton knee-high support socks offer a stylish fit and feel luxuriously smooth against the skin. Sizes for men and women are available in timeless patterns and colors. Buy the softest compression socks on the market today at Prescription Center, 312 Cross Street. Prescription Center, the pharmacy inside Hoover's Thriftway, 620-364-5523.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Welcome back to Burlington Lady Cat Basketball here on The Dawg tonight. They return home after a January opening road trip to Santa Fe Trail last Friday night, and they host the Osawatomie Lady Trojans here in Pioneer League action. And it has been a Lady Cat basketball from the opening tip, as they scored the first 14 points on the night, breaking out to a 14-0 lead before Osawatomie could get their first bucket at the 1:45 mark of that fourth quarter of play. The Lady Cats led it 19-3 as they go on another 9-0 run to finish off the first quarter and start the second, leading by as much as 26-3 before Osawatomie gets their second basket. We're here at the halftime break. Lady Cats leading 36-8. Scoring for Osawatomie, 1 point tonight from Maddie Ballou, 2 each from Sydney Wallace and Sydney Boo. A three-pointer from Belle Hendrickson. Her only bucket of the night was completed from behind the arch. On the Lady Cat side of the roster, Julia Gilman got a 2-pointer early in that first quarter. Camry Wagner, her 2 points came late in the second. 4 points tonight from Ashlyn Debley and 5 for Jarrah Thorpe as she scores both a 2 and 3-pointer. Paige Sawyer able to score from all points tonight. 2 free throws, 1 2-pointer, and a 3 in that first quarter of action. Adds up to Paige's 7 points. Leading the way, Kirsten Young, as she started out hot, hitting a 3-pointer and then 3 twos in a row in the first quarter to come up with 9 points to lead the Lady Cats. She added 7 more in the second quarter, and she is at the halftime break with 16 points for the junior Lady Cats. Good positioning by the Lady Cats, playing tough defense, causing a lot of turnovers for this young Osawatomie Trojans team as they had trouble getting the ball across the half court in that first 6 minutes of play. The ladies capitalizing on those turnovers to turn it in to offense here for Burlington. Other games around the area tonight, Lebo and Oakey matchup this evening. Southern Coffee County on the road up to Hartford, and Waverly is playing at Burlingame tonight. On Thursday, it's going to be the Burlington High School Wrestling Squad. They'll be on the road to Anderson County. They had the big Burlington Invitational meet here last Saturday, and at the halftime of the boys' game, Michael Vanderlyn, an assistant wrestling coach for the Wildcats, will be on hand to give us an update on the results of Saturday's 27th annual Burlington Invitational. Then it's back to basketball on Friday. Again, we said the Lady Cats and Wildcats have that night off, but in the area, Lebo is matching up as they'll take a road trip to Maridazine Valley. Southern Coffee County on the road to Madison, and Waverly goes to Hartford. Those are all Friday night contests coming up this week. So if you can't make the game this week, somebody local around that you'd like to see when you're usually here at the Wildcat game, you can make a trip and follow any of the other Coffee County teams as they'll be on the floor come Friday night. We've seen that at the Burlington USD 244 school board meeting, recognition of band and vocal instructor Sam Perilla. Sam was honored with the Horizons Award by the state of Kansas as one of the outstanding first-year teachers in 2016-17. The second time that honor has been won by a Burlington teacher, back-to-back years here. And Sam does a great job with the band. Due to the school district last season, he's built upon the tradition of putting on a great entertainment at all the activities, whether they be the football games, basketball games, and concert performances throughout the year. Sam Perilla recognized by the state of Kansas as an outstanding first-year teacher and a Horizons Award winner. So congratulations, Sam. You can hear them in the background a lot of times during our game broadcast. Both teams are back out on the floor ready for warm-ups and ready to continue action here. I'm sure the Lady Cats didn't really want to take a break. They had everything going their way in that first half of play. Osawatomie struggling on the floor. They'll have a chance to regroup and return here to try to slow down this potent Lady Cat offense as they have a 28-point lead at the end of our first half of play. The running clock rule in the Pioneer League will kick in at the fourth quarter. If one team leads by a margin of 30 points, then the running clock will be instituted. But we've got a quarter of basketball to play before we will consider that. Starting lineup for the Lady Cats back out on the floor again. That'll be Julia Gilman, Paige Sawyer, Kirsten Young, Ashlyn Debley, and Camry Wagner for the Lady Cats. Osawatomie will play the ball in on the far sideline as we get ready to get underway here at Burlington High. Cross the timeline on the left-hand side, and quickly we have a foul. That's Paige Sawyer putting her hands out to try to defend, but whistled up for her second personal foul. And Osawatomie will play it in on the far sideline. Inbound, they go to Allie Lugasi. The freshman dribbles to the right wing, finds Wallace on the near side. Now back over the top, they'll find Shippey. Lob down low they go on the far wing. Shot up, and it's up and good. Number 25, Sophia Johnson gets her first bucket of the night. They come out with that first play set and executed for the Trojans. Kirsten Young comes around to pick. Shot away, no good, but right there on the rebound and the tie-up, Ashlyn Depley and Lindsay Shippey for the Trojans. And with the possession arrow, it'll be Lady Cat basketball to inbound underneath their own bucket. Sawyer looks to the near wing. Now they'll find Depley. She'll spin it to the right side. Young, a three-pointer. It's up and good for Kirsten Young. Her third three-pointer of the night. And extend that lead for the Lady Cats to a 39-10 margin. Up court on the right-hand side, Shippey with the ball in hand. Now they'll take it back over the top. Find Wallace. She's going to dribble drive the paint. Her shot away out of bounds off the Lady Cats, and it'll stay in the hands of Osawatomie to inbound. They'll be underneath their own bucket here with 6:55 left on the clock in the third quarter of play. Cut and high over the top. They'll find Wallace. Picks up the dribble. Now pass comes right wing. Down in the lane. Shippey turnaround shot no good. Fights for her own rebound. But chips it back into Julia Gilman. Here come the Lady Cats. Up court they go. That shot by Young couldn't fall, but for the putback, it's Ashlyn Depley. Depley with 6 points on the night. She follows up on the missed shot for the Lady Cats. Ball on the right wing. They'll put it back out to the top of the circle with Lindsay Shippey. Lugasi near wing. Now they go to the top of the circle, finding Wallace. Puts the ball on the floor. Just one dribble, picks it up. She's trapped. Now releases. They look down low. Turnaround shot is up and good for Sophia Johnson as she has come in with a pair of buckets to start this second half of play for Osawatomie. 41-12 margin. The Lady Cats lead it here with 5:55 left on the clock in the third. Ball at the high post finds Wagner. Cutter in the lane is Young. Her shot away is blocked, but we've got a whistle and a foul. A foul on number 5, Allie Lugasi. Picks up her first personal foul, and it'll send Kirsten to the line where she'll shoot a pair. First free throw on the way is up and good. She'll be there for the second, as she is now 20 points on the night. That is her scoring average for the season, as she had big games against Wellsville with 26 and Santa Fe Trail with 24, her last two contests out. And she's at 21 tonight for the Lady Cats. Three-point shot away, no good. Rebound, it's Young with the ball. She'll lead the break. Right side, lays it up. Lots of contact, no foul, but Depley is right there for the putback. Ashlyn connecting again for the Lady Cats as they lead it 45-12 here over Osawatomie. Down low, turnaround shot, no good, but that's Lugasi with the rebound. She'll kick it out to Shippey. She's behind the arch, and a three-pointer is good for Lindsay Shippey. Lady Cats bring it up and find Cameron Wagner at the high post. Spins it right wing to Sawyer. She'll have to back it out, and they'll start the offense one more time. Looking for Young on the cut inside. It's not there. Now they'll find Depley, right wing. Tries to force it in. Ball loose on the floor. Everybody going for it, but we're going to have a push foul. That's going to be Julia Gilman picking up her first personal foul. Second team foul on the Lady Cats here in the second half.
Number 4,
Grace Kuhlman returns to the floor for the Lady Cats. along with Jarrah Thorpe. They'll pick up the dribbler, man-to-man defense by the Lady Cats that they've been in all night long. They'll spin it back on the right side. Johnson down in the paint, but she shuffled her feet. That travel turnover sends the ball right back to Burlington. 30-point margin here, 45-15. The Lady Cats lead it with 4:31 on the clock in the third quarter of play. Gilman across the timeline goes to the high post. Finds Kuhlman. She'll spin it to Wagner on the wing. Looks down low in the paint. Shot on the turnaround. Kirsten is fouled, and she'll go back to the line one more time. She was 2 for 2 as Lagasse picks up her second personal foul, trying to defend against Kirsten. That free throw is on the way up and good, and she'll be there for the second. Checking into the lineup, number 40, Emma Seide. Her first appearance on the floor now for the Trojans. As Kirsten, one more time from the line, it's up and good. And the Lady Cats extend that lead. 47-15. The Lady Cats lead it here at home. Ball tried to be forced inside, and Wagner steps in to collect that ball. It's loose on the floor again. Finally picked up by the Trojans. The putback shot no good, but it's out of bounds off the Lady Cats. And that'll be Osawatomie ball under their own bucket. They will not give up down low on the paint there. Osawatomie ladies giving it all the fight they have here in the contest tonight. Shippey with the ball at the top of the circle. Works against Thorpe. Picks up that dribble, finds Wallace. She's going to drive the paint. Plays it down low. Puts it in the hands of Emmy Seidel. And she gets her first bucket of the night. High on the post is Kuhlman, looking for a cutter underneath. Now clears it to Camry. Lady Cats bring it out to the top of the circle and set the offense one more time. Cutter, Thorpe goes through, couldn't get the ball to her. They'll find Gilman on the right wing. Now Thorpe with the dribble drive, the left-hand shot away, no good. Seidel with the rebound, and she'll give it up to Wallace. Brings it across the timeline, finds Shippey on the left wing. Lob down low. Turnaround shot is up and in by Maddie Ballou. Her third point of the night. As Osawatomie is working the low post and doing a fine job of staying right with it. Shot away, no good. Kuhlman boards it. She'll kick it out to Thorpe, but her three-pointer away is no good. A long rebound, and here come the Trojans. Spin move to the bucket, but she travels, and that turnover sends it right back to the Lady Cats. As Paige Sawyer and Micah Watkins return to the lineup for Burlington. They lead at 47-19 here at the 2:44 mark. Across the timeline, they'll put it in the hands of Kuhlman. She puts it on the floor, plays it off to Thorpe. No, up to Wagner. That shot is good. She's fouled. And Camry Wagner will go to the line for the Lady Cats to add one. Nice pass by Kuhlman as she drew the defender and gave the ball off to Camry. A foul whistled on Maddie Ballou, her second personal on the night, and the third team foul on the Trojans. Camry steps to the line. That free throw on the way rims out, no good. Rebounded away by the Trojans, and they'll bring it up trailing by 30. Wallace fires up a three, and it's good. Sydney Wallace got set to receive that pass, and she fires off a three-pointer. Ball loose on the floor. Lady Cats come out of there with it. Wagner clears it back to Thorpe, and they'll start the offense again. Now a grab foul, number 3, Belle Hendrickson. As Thorpe got her on her hip trying to recover, she grabbed Thorpe's jersey, and just a little too obvious right in front of the official. Checking back on the floor, number 20, Ashlyn Campy. And pressure against the Lady Cats as they'll play it in on the far side. Gives it up to Devlin, but the ball stripped away. Out of there, and Thorpe strips it on the other end. Gives it up to Watkins, looking for the trailer, coming on fast. Now they'll set the offense at the top of the key. Kuhlman at the high post, gives it up to Watkins, lays it down low to Debley. She has to turn it back out. Gives it off to Kuhlman, and Grace Kuhlman gets her first bucket. A shot from the free throw line, good for two. Across the timeline, and a steal. Thorpe gets a hand out there. She's going to take it all the way to the rack. Misses on the shot, no good. And that is Hendrickson recovering that loose ball. We approach the 1 minute mark with the Lady Cats leading 51-22 here over Osawatomie in this third quarter of play. They try to feed it in low, and it's stolen away in there by Kuhlman. Lady Cats will clear it ahead to Watkins on the right wing. Picks up her dribble, looks inside. Grace, turnaround shot, rolls off the rim, no good. And Hendrickson again with the board for Osawatomie. Quickly up court, they'll spin it left side to Wallace. She hit the three last time coming down. Gives it back to Hendrickson on the near wing. They'll set it at the top of the circle to Cam. Reach in, ball loose, and Osawatomie holds on. Everybody's struggling to get that ball. We've got 30 seconds left to play as Wallace fires up another three. Sydney Wallace from the near side behind the arch for her second three-pointer of the night. Lady Cats feed it down in low to Kuhlman. Defender turns her but to the outside. 18 seconds on the clock. Lady Cats, plenty of time to work. They go down low to Debley. She's cut off there, and a bad pass, turnover. That'll send the ball to the Trojans. 51-25, Lady Cats lead it here with 10 seconds on the clock before the end of our third quarter of play. Osawatomie to play it in the backcourt. Wallace across the timeline, sets the offense to the left wing, cuts and goes through. She'll come back out on the near side. Shippey drives to the hoop. Her shot away at the buzzer is no good. And we go to the end of three quarters of play with the Burlington Lady Cats leading it 51-25 over the Osawatomie Trojans. We'll take a 1 minute timeout and be back with Lady Cat basketball on the Dog.
Tis a season of giving. Receive a $10 gift card with your purchase of a Napa Legend battery or a $20 Visa gift card with your purchase of a Napa Legend Premium battery. Offer valid after mail-in rebate. Save on oil with Valvoline Premium Blue Heavy-Duty Diesel Motor Oil. Only $13.99 per gallon. Keep your motor treated with the Seafoam Motor Treatment. Only $7.99. Caldwell's Auto Parts, 423 Kennedy Street in Burlington.
Hi, this is Colin Sleazer with Alpha Roofing, LLC in Burlington. We specialize in residential and commercial roofing and have become one of the most respected roofing companies in Northeast Kansas. Customer service is our number one priority, and knowing that your home or business is safe in our hands is what makes this licensed contractor your number one choice. If it's a repair or an entire roof, we have the knowledge and skills to get the job done right. Stop in at 213 North 3rd Street, Burlington, or check out our website at www.alpharoofers.com. Alpha Roofing, your hometown roofing expert.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dog.
Welcome back to Burlington Lady Cat basketball here on the Dog. Osawatomie came out of that halftime break, got some inspiration, got some good play down low, and in fact outscored the Lady Cats 17-15 in the third quarter of play. They narrow that margin to a 51-25 up for the Lady Cats, 26 points, but gallant effort by the Lady Trojans. They work the ball on the right side to Johnson, back out to the top of the key. Shot away from 18, no good. Gilman with the rebound. Outlet pass goes to Kirsten Young. She drives to the hoop hard. She's fouled by number 33, Madison Lagasse, and she will go to the free throw line. Attempt to convert the traditional three-point play. 25 points on the night for Kirsten Young as she leads the Lady Cats. She'll step to the line for one free throw attempt. It's on the way, rims around and down. She's perfect 5 for 5 from the charity stripe this evening. With 7:15 remaining, the Lady Cats a 29-point margin. They lob down low, but the ball tipped away off the hands of Osawatomie out of bounds, and the Lady Cats will play it in the backcourt. Gilman to bring it up for Burlington in the backcourt. Looks to the right-hand wing for the start the offense. Now high post. Watkins in the paint. Her shot is up and good. Micah Watkins gets her first bucket of the night. And now a 56-25 lead. That should kick in the running clock here at the 6:45 mark. Ball on the right-hand side. Three-point shot away. No good. And Gilman boards it out on the break. She's going to take it all coast to coast. Lays it up and in. Julia Gilman, as the Osawatomie defense could not get back. And Gilman scores the bucket for the Lady Cats. Timeout on the floor by Burlington here. That'll stop the clock at the 6:20 mark for a quick 30-second timeout. The Lady Cats leading at 58-25. Coach Gilman wanting to encourage his young ladies not to lose focus here in the fourth quarter of play. Just keep running the offense as they come up court. The last two breaks down court have been pretty obvious. You don't just stop running. That's not the way you get coached all season long. But when it comes time to run a set offense, I think we're going to see patience by the Lady Cats. A 58-25 margin for Burlington after that last bucket by Gilman. And the timeout by Coach Gilman. Cameron Wagner, the only senior on this squad for Burlington, as they'll expect a full complement of players back next year. Ball out to the top of the circle. Young fires off a three-pointer. It's no good. And Osawatomie comes out of there with the loose ball. Shippey will bring it across the timeline for the Trojans. Looks on the left wing. Lugasi picks up the dribble and the steal there by Young. She'll control the ball for the Lady Cats. Across the timeline, works right side. Paige Sawyer behind the arch. Her three away is no good. Loose ball controlled by the Trojans. And they'll bring it up with 5:45 on the clock. Shippey across the timeline, but a steal by Gilman. She'll lead out pass ahead to Young. Up and in. Kirsten Young with the bucket. As she saw what was happening on the floor, broke out from her defensive position and lays it up softly for the Lady Cats. Turnaround shot. Trojans can't get it to fall, but on the putback, number 5, Allie Lugasi gets her first bucket of the night and the first score in this fourth quarter for Osawatomie. A 60-27 lead. Lady Cats on top with 5 minutes remaining in the contest. Debley at the high post. Looks down in the paint. Turnaround shot up and in by Kirsten Young as she came off a low pick. Again, one of those plays that they work on, and now's the time to get that timing down against a different opponent than your own teammates that they work on in practice. Lugasi drives to the paint. Shot is up and in for number 5. Allie Lugasi, the freshman, now has 4 points for Osawatomie. Cameron Wagner, ball at the high post, looks down low. Turnaround shot up by Page. It won't fall, and the Trojans control that rebound. On the near side, Lugasi with the ball high overhead, looks for the cutter. Down the paint, Shippey with a shot blocked away by Cameron Wagner for the Lady Cats. They'll control with the ball on the far wing. Young at the top of the key for Burlington. Now they'll find high post. Wagner looks for Gilman coming off the tick. They couldn't feed it back in too deeply, so they'll start the offense one more time. Coming around the corner, Gilman with the dribble drive. Her shot away, no good. Loose ball on the floor, fought for, and we've got a tie-up there. Wholesale substitutions coming in, 4 on each side for both teams here, as Watkins, Kuhlman, Thorpe, and number 40, Katie Medford, comes on the floor for her first action of the evening. Shot away is out of bounds. It's off the Lady Cats, and that'll be Osawatomie's ball on the end line. 3:13 on the clock as the clock continues to run here with the Lady Cats leading 62-29 over the Trojans. Picking up the dribble, but a steal there by Thorpe. She's going to bring it to the left-hand side across the timeline. Now pulls it back out, and the Lady Cats will start that offense. They go to the high post. Medford looks inside, gives it up to Watkins at the charity stripe. She'll clear it back on the wing to Thorpe. Now high post is Kuhlman. She'll put it on the floor. Dribble drive, left-hand shot away. That one is off the mark. Rebounded away by Seidel. Now up court quickly on the right wing. Madison Lagasse with the dribble. It's stolen away. Kuhlman comes out of there with it for the Cats at the 2:25 mark here. And the Lady Cats leading it 62-29. High post, Kuhlman looks inside for a cutter. They'll go to Watkins. She'll have to back it out again for the Lady Cats, and they'll start the offense all over again. Now they'll find Young at the top of the circle. Near wing, Kuhlman gives it up to Kirsten. A three on the way. It's up and good. Kirsten Young, another three-pointer. She's had a three in each of the four quarters tonight. And we have a quick 30-second timeout again. The last of the substitutes coming in for each team here as the Lady Cats are leading it 65-29. The clock stopped with 1:47 remaining here in the Tuesday night matchup between Pioneer League foes Osawatomie and the Burlington Lady Cats. You got to give a hand to the Osawatomie Lady Trojans. As that first half, they struggled against a fast and furious Lady Cat team, holding their own, in fact, outpacing Burlington in that third quarter, fighting on to the end, but just not enough guns for the Trojans. Up court comes Wallace with the ball and a reach-in foul. That's number 31. Grace Hess just inserted into the lineup, picking up her first personal. Zoe Caldwell into the lineup for Burlington, also to get her varsity action in tonight. Bad pass thrown away. It's down in the corner. Wallace picks it up, but she is fouled by number 22, Micah Watkins, her first personal foul. And the fourth team foul on the Lady Cats.
Number 45, Ash Tom.
Number 34 into the lineup, Jalen Griffith in for the Lady Cats. And number 45, Abby Dunn on the floor. Ball out to Shippey, thinking about the three. On the way it goes, off the front of the rim. Gets her own rebound and a putback for Lindsay Shippey. Nice recognition there to go for that loose ball. Lady Cats bring the ball across the timeline. They'll put it in the hands of Watkins. Now Griffith looks near side. Hess shot away is no good, off the rim, out of bounds. And that'll be Trojan basketball. No, it was a block shot away, so it'll be Lady Cat basketball. They'll play it in underneath their own bucket as Watkins keys it for Burlington. In the corner, Dunn with the ball, puts it out to Hess. Now Caldwell at the top of the key. She'll put the dribble on the right wing. They'll feed it to Griffith inside, but stolen away. And the ball in the hands of Osawatomie. Across the timeline, shot at the buzzer is no good. And that's the end with a 65-31 victory for the Lady Cats here at home against the Osawatomie Trojans. Lady Cats moving on undefeated in Pioneer League action here as they get the victory and get tuned up for next week's Burlington Invitational. We're going to get our stats together from tonight's win, and we'll be back after a 2-minute timeout to bring you the final from Burlington. Bobby, take it away.
We're kicking off the football season at Burlington Auto Supply with a full field of savings on your fall tune-ups. Autolite spark plugs at $1.99 and Wix filters at $2.95 will get your vehicles ready to hit the road as you follow the Cats to all their home and road games. Stop by for our Saturday specials following each Wildcat victory at Burlington Auto Supply, your bumper-to-bumper parts store on Neosho Street in Burlington. Let's go, Cats!
When it comes to the health of you and your family, choosing the right pharmacist is just as important as choosing the right doctor. Find a pharmacist that's right for you at your local Medicine Shop pharmacy. More than a healthcare advisor, they take the time to get to know you and to personally answer all your healthcare questions and concerns. Make the right choice. Choose a Medicine Shop pharmacist. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy in Burlington, Kansas, caring beyond prescriptions.
A My Town media station.
Rock and roll can save the world.
Classic rock. KSMP 97.7 Burlington. The Flint Hills Classic Rock Station. 97.7 The Dawg.
When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region, it's often on a field built by Crossland Construction. Many Crossland employees played on those fields and were educated in the schools that are thriving parts of our communities today. Crossland is a proud supporter of area athletics and urges you to be a part of your local school community. Many of the athletes playing today may help Crossland build across our region in the future. Check out career opportunities at crossland.com. Crossland Construction, build you.
Ready to go?
Almost. You just have to stop at the bank, get a few money orders, to pay some bills.
Well, why don't you just write the checks yourself?
I can't.
Still? I thought you were back on your feet financially.
I am, but I never thought starting from square one would take this long.
For a second chance at a banking relationship, it's Central Time. Whatever the reason, life happens. You might have had a checking account that was overdrawn when it was closed. And finding a bank who will let you start with a clean slate can be a challenge. That's why Central National Bank offers New Opportunity Checking. Write checks, use a Visa check card, and enjoy free online banking and free ATM use at Central National Bank ATMs. Plus, you have a place to cash your checks. Ask about New Opportunity Checking from Central National Bank. It's money for life, the way we live today. Some restrictions and fees apply.
Central National Bank, money for life.
Member FDIC in your hometown since 1884.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Welcome back to Burlington Lady Cat basketball here on the Dawg tonight. And it was all Lady Cats throughout the contest as they break out with a 14-point burst to start the scoring. Held a 19-3 lead at the end of the first quarter and a 36-8 margin after one half of play. Osawatomie trying to right the ship in the third quarter. Outscores the Lady Cats 17-15, but it was too little too late as they could not hold on. And with the running clock, the Lady Cats win it 65-31 over the Trojans. 8 ladies for Osawatomie in the scoring march tonight. High-point scorer was Sydney Wallace with 8 points as she connected on a pair of three-pointers and a deuce to lead the way for the Trojans. Lady Cats on the near side of the board had 2 points tonight, each from Grace Goulman and Micah Watkins. 4 points each for Julia Gilman and Camry Wagner tonight. A 5 spot from Jarrah Thorpe. She got all of those in the first quarter on a 3 and a 2. 7 points for Paige Sawyer as she got hers in that first half of play, not scoring in the second half. And 8 points from Ashlyn Depley as she converts on putback points in the paint for the Lady Cats for her 8th. But the big number tonight comes from Kirsten Young as she scored the first 5 points for the Lady Cats. It's 4 3-pointers, 1 in each of the 4 quarters. 8 2-pointers tonight, and goes 5 for 5 from the charity stripe. Total for her tonight, 33 points in her high-scoring game of the season. Kirsten Young leading the way for the Lady Cats on the win, 65-31 here at home tonight. So that wraps up our first broadcast of the night. Again, a little bit of an early start for the Lady Cats game. The men are out on the floor getting warmed up. Looks like they've got about 15 minutes on the clock, so we're going to send it back to Bobby. And I want to send out a special greeting tonight, a happy anniversary to my wife, Barb. Her and I together going to celebrate tomorrow evening with a great home-cooked meal. And we are looking forward to celebrating our years together. Love you at home, Barb.